Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus. Negus. Negus.
Hustle Hotep, what's going on, brother?
Well, you know, ain't nothing changed but the oppressors.
Not many brothers people. Period. Less than 1%, bro. Less than 1%.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So and out of that less than 1% is less than 1% of black. You know what I'm saying? So you know, holla at me. Like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
Deacon clearly ain't got no filter, and and the bishop he working on it, but you know God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Not everyone needs to believe in your dreams, but you do.
We want to encourage you if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself.
And supporting is like, sharing, and reviewing, but supporting is also sending that money in.
Pimping, positively influencing my people in negotiating growth.
Yo, bro, you was reading books for pizza, son. You on a different level of poor, yo.
I do. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that Cash App because we giving y'all a free game away on here.
Hey, yo, bro, y'all ain't never did nothing, yo. Y'all ain't never been the best at your local YMCA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even imagine the immense pressure that it is just to stay on top.
Look, y'all. Welcome to the church. The good deacon and the bishop. We doing it ourselves, and we want to encourage you. Look here. Think again. Start asking the right questions to grow and help other people grow.
BIngham looking like 2 chains. So let's get to the Jessie of the week.
Put it up, brother. I don't even think I need to say much. Just put it up. Y'all see that headline? Our Jessie of the week is Trick Daddy, who defends eating booties. And that's who you got rolling your blunt and passing it to you.
Oh, you gonna learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah.
It's about love.
If they ain't about truth, you might have to check them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. If they boys in blue, then you might have to red them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them.
Hey, yo, you said if they the boys in blue, you might have to red them, yo?
Stop it.
You talking that gangster? Yo, what's up? We back for another week. I think we are 4 weeks straight. I think, yo, we back on a consistency basis. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to P.I.M.P.I.N.G, the show. I am one of the hosts. I'm the bishop. I'm the bishop. Now I'm the deacon. You the bishop. The deacon, but there, and I got who's the co-host? Who's the co-host? Or you Gladys today? Who's Gladys?
I'm Pip. See, that's what happened when you allow a Jessie to be Gladys. I'm the good Bishop BIngham Hustle Hotel. I got it right that time.
You got it right
a lot
that
of
time.
names. Welcome to Pimpin' Negus. Hey, love is the goal. We try to exercise grace and mercy to understand one another. We trying to help each other grow, and we sharing our growth journey with y'all. If you can't tell, just look at the intro video. You can see the hair is just growing. So that's one area. We ain't cutting it no more. We free around here.
You're not cutting no more. You free. You're gonna be looking like the new and approved Jay-Z out here, yo.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get the ugly hair just all the way. Just
yo, I'm jealous, man. You see that?
Yeah, you gotta fight off the LeBron.
I gotta fight off the LeBron, brother. Yo. I gotta fight off the LeBron. So before we get into the show, what you got. Let's promote. The website is up and live.
Yes,
ppnegus.com. Please go there, get your merch. I got one of the merch, one of the shirts on. Show the people your shirt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Show people your shirt. We got the
website at P.I.M.P.I.N.G.
We got the stickers up there. We got So it's a work in progress, but it's up and live, and you know, it's a labor of love, as they would say. But yeah, please go there and support. You can also support us with hitting that cash app. Oh, don't put that cash app up, yeah. Yeah, we got to put the plate around. We ain't been sending the plate around.
Yeah, let's pass the plate. Yeah, we got all the old videos up over there though, y'all. We appreciate y'all joining us. And you ever want to fact check your boys? Because hey man, I'm gonna say we be right about a lot of stuff, brother.
Yeah.
All tweets matter. Did you read the contract? We be dropping jewels, man. Y'all really should be hitting that cash app up. We ain't
Yo, what's
begging.
up, brother Mo? We got Lambert. What up, Negus?
Okay.
Long
All
hair,
right,
don't care.
BA.
And what else you got going on before we get in the show? We got a lot of topics. I don't know if we're gonna get to all of them. What's going on with your consulting business, bro? What's going on with the books? You ready to reveal anything? We talking about it behind the scenes. I don't know.
Let me tell you, God is great, brother. I got a director.
Okay.
Who's gonna help out? We shooting August 26th. That Jessie said, look, if I'm fooling with you and I'm gonna surround you with great actors, you got to take some acting classes. I'm trying to be humble. I'm like, yo, I could play myself, bro. That's not a problem. But look, he hooked me up with, shout out to Professor Vera J. Katz. She's a big dog. I didn't know it, but
she spelled name Katz.
Yeah, she made sure to tell me that she was Jewish, because I mentioned something about God that I thought that was an interesting exchange. But she trained Debbie Allen, Sanaa Lathan, Taraji P. Henson, Anthony Anderson. She was a professor at Howard. So man, I start acting classes this Friday, bro. Like I'm moving serious on that, and I got the book, but I'm gonna drop a bunch of content on y'all at the end of the summer. So that's what's up with me, man. God is moving, and look, step by step, y'all. If you can achieve it, if you could believe it, you can achieve it. So sometimes you just gotta sit and find some quiet place to envision something, how you want to impact the world. And this is gonna be my impact, man. I just want to give all glory to God, because I know Jessie ain't you don't make it here by yourself. And then we on what, show 60?
Nah, next week is 60. So next week we gotta do a big we gotta do. So we said we're gonna do 100, and then we're gonna revisit this thing at the 100. So we more than halfway there. We 60% done next week. But what I got the firm. The firm is popping. Yo, these trademarks are coming through. Like, so I did a lot of trademarks during a recession. I guess people was getting their trademarks, and they was hitting me up. So a lot of them are coming through. So you see me sharing them. We got ours too. I think we talked about that last week. We got ours. A lot of them are coming through. I still got the online course that's up. So that's at so just reach out to me. Go to thebethea.com or follow me on all IG. So I got the startup business, the minority business owner, business enterprise startup business, the accelerator. That's online. So if you interested, give me a shout out. It's not cheap.
What's going on with the cannabis business?
Oh, the cannabis business. So I'm trying to figure that out. So that's a great question, bro. I'm gonna try to keep it light. So I do have the consulting that I'm doing on it. I'm thinking of a educational thing that I could do on it. Maybe like, how do you get into the business for a fee? Because I don't want to meet with everybody. I don't want to talk with everybody, because a lot of y'all don't got no money, real deal money, but you can learn. You know what I'm saying? You want to spend that money on that.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just trying to figure out. So I'm doing a lot. So I think we talked about this before. So whatever I'm doing has to make sense. Like, I guess they call it vertically, I guess, not horizontally. So it got to be something that not an easy lift. So I'm trying to think about. I'm still involved though, for sure. But I'm just trying to think about, how do I fit in, get in where I fit in, where I'm not spreading myself too thin.
You negotiating your own growth.
Exactly. Because once you start spreading yourself out too thin, you become what they say, a jack of all trades, a master of none. And I'm not trying to do that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but let's get into the show, man. Let's start off hot with the Macy Gray. You shared this to me with this week. I know she said, she was basically saying like, yo, y'all can't tell women how to be women. And apparently the LGBTQ plus, did I miss a letter? No, I got that. I see what's on the screen. They came at her and was like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" And she was like, "Yo," her response was, "I'm telling you from a woman's perspective what it feels like to be a woman." And they went crazy.
Yeah, no, they tried to get at her. Let's play a clip. Let's see.
I will say this, and everybody's gonna hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
And I will say this, and everybody's gonna hate me, but
yeah, they went at her, and she's like, "Look, I'm a supporter. Hold on, but I got a right to basically say this. A woman is a woman. You can't change the title. I'm a switch to where's this other article? Matter of fact, the National Education Association, the largest teachers union, proposed a resolution on Wednesday that they would change the word mother in contracts to birthing parents to be more inclusive to trans parents. And
hold on. You didn't get you dropping this on me live, yo. You didn't tell you about this in the pre-show. Hold up, yo.
It tied with the Macy Gray thing. Like, what is
I'm trying to think like who can never mind, but go ahead with you. I'm gonna give you my response.
We ain't gonna get fired, but I mean, this is our Think Again segment. The question is, who defines what a woman is? Is Macy Gray wrong? She's a woman saying, "No, you're not finna call me none of these other names, and I could respect you." Sounded like she was saying, "Let's put transgender woman to make it clear, and you can't have no baby." Then we can respect you wanting to be called a woman, but we gotta add a asterisk to that kind of like if you can't birth a baby, then you're not a woman.
Yeah, and she made a difference between she made a distinction between girls and women. So right, she was like, you could be a female, like it's a difference between a girl and a woman. And she basically was saying, like, you can't tell me how to be a woman. Like, just because you cut it off, that don't automatically make you a woman because you cut your tool off, I guess.
Yeah, well, look, I guess the point we brought this up because is relevant to us, not just being men, but just in society as a whole. If I decide that Charlie Bingham is you know what? I'm waking up today. I'm Uncle Ruckus. I'm gonna be a white man. Yeah, you're gonna be like, man, if you don't get out of here, like it almost is like a slippery slope. Like, can we define ourselves by whatever we want to define ourselves, and that's fine. But does society have to?
So here's my thing with it, and you know I'm a Negro P.I.N.G, right? I'm just embracing the Negro P.I.N.G. Yeah, get the Negro P.I.N.G, but so you can you're gonna make me solo. You can define yourself however you want to define yourself. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have to agree with your designation. That goes for everybody, though. That means if you want to be a dog, cat, or whatever, but you can take me off this screen because I'm about to go into something I said last week when I said human beings are not gonna make it. Because when I said, I believe I said it here, I definitely posted on Facebook. I said it was a Draymond quote. Draymond said he would not have the Golden State Warriors were not going to win again if they did not get Kevin Durant
against the Cavs,
right? And you had all these commentators and people on social media telling this man he was wrong. That man is probably one of two people. He's probably seen Steph play more professional basketball than anybody else on the planet because he's been there the longest. Him and Klay Thompson, right? He's probably also the person that has prepared for the Cavs more than Steph and Klay. And how are we gonna tell this man he wild? like yo, you bugging, you tripping. Like he has all the information. He has way more information than all of us, and we're telling that man that he's wild and that they could have beat the Cavs without Kevin Durant. And what's interesting, no one from Golden State Warriors said he wilding. I didn't get that. So this is so that's on a lighter note, but then to go to Macy Gray, like how you gonna tell this woman, this woman that what she defines as a woman is not a woman. She been a woman her whole life, yo. Humans ain't gonna make it, man.
Well, yeah. We got a woman who's speaking. We gonna shut the heck up and listen. Kimberly Williams says, just here to say that not all women can have babies, so that can't be the bar. That's fair.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But pull
fair.
that article up again, because that was you snuck that in on me. We ain't talk about that. Hold up.
Oh no, the of course it's Fox News. We like to have diversity of thought here. We'll have articles from CNN, New York Post, heck, Media Takeout. What's the other
what's
one?
the difference
Shade
between
Room?
watch birthing parent or mothers? Scroll down again so I can see this in real time, so I can have reaction in real time. Person prefer being called mother, not a birthing parent. One of them said, however, that's fine. So a birthing parent is not necessarily a mother. That's true, I guess, because you could birth a kid and not be the child's mother, I guess, right? Yes. Yes, you could birth a child, but technically, never mind. I'm confused myself.
That's what I'm saying. And my thought is it's a slippery slope. Because if you're gonna do that, then what happens? And we're gonna get into another topic later. What happens when you just want to define yourself as something completely different? Like, Uncle Ruckus is a good example. Like, you a black man and you say, you know what, I'm white. And I feel like there was a video out there of a girl, maybe she went on Maury or something like that, but she was like, I'm white. I don't care what you tell me.
So we did have that white lady that said she was black. What was her name?
Yeah, you gave her heck, bro.
Yeah. I gave her hell in real time, but
I forget her name. She was part of the NAACP. She was
the
president
NAACP president. She wasn't part of it. She was the NAACP president of a local chapter. What you talking about?
Right. She wasn't a client. She's the president. All right, what else we got next? So that's hop into segment. Like, let's think about this society.
Yeah, that's the thing again segment. Let's talk about another thing again is joint. You know what? The Rachel, Rachel Dolezal. That was her name. Rachel Dolezal. Yeah. Whatever happened to Rachel Dolezal? I gotta
YouTube ran her off.
Yeah, I gotta YouTube her to see how she living, yo.
You and your people ran her off, and she was trying to do some good.
Well, we still got Sean King.
There goes the shade.
We still got Sean King. They call that dude Taco Max. I never forget that one. That was Taco Max. So let's hop into you want to get into the series joint, the Emmett Till. So the Emmett Till supporters, man, the Emmett Till, man, this is crazy. So for those that don't know, there was a warrant for the arrest that was never served on the person that was created in real time. So they still haven't served that warrant for whatever reason. We should bring Rizzy on at some point in time, or somebody that's a prosecutor.
Rizzy reached out. I gotta connect with Rizzy.
Yeah, we need to reach. Yeah, we should reach out to Rizzy. We've been saying that for a minute. We gotta start bringing people on the show since we about to be show 60. But to make a long story short, so there was a warrant that was issued that wasn't served, and some of our people was about it. It was like, we about to go serve this joint. They try to go get it ourselves. They went to our crib, then they went to the senior living building, and make a long story short, she was nowhere to be found, allegedly, but they was about that life. And I'm whenever I say, I talk a lot of stuff, but I do love when people be about that life, though, when they be about what they be talking about.
Yeah, personally. No, I'm with you. If you look closely right here, oh boy, his vest says black, BLAQUE. So they was really about that life. Like, okay,
I see they got the red, black, and green African patch too on it. Yeah, they got bulletproof vest on that
dress. And you got the sister there too. Look, they knocking on the door. Like, where's she at? Bring her out here.
Yo, they got bulletproof vest on too.
Yeah, because hey. Welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. I'm not mad at that at all.
What else we got? So the people, we need to be mindful of that. Like, I'm with y'all. Keep the pressure on. We talked about this last week. If you can go after Cosby years later, you can go after, I think we brought up a story. They just arrested like 100-year-old Nazi guard or whatever, Germany. Hey, man, yeah, she deserved to not be in no assisted living, and yeah,
Then
you done came out. You should have kept that, sis, to your grave.
yeah, she should have never said nothing. Yo, I don't even know why because she when or if I remember the story correctly, she didn't come out apologizing. She was just
Like, I'm
saying,
that chick.
yeah. So she was really feeling herself. But all right, let me get into the book. The book of the week is Rich Dad Poor Dad, Buying Assets and Liabilities. Yeah, let's get into the book, man, because we haven't done the book in a minute. So I'm assuming, well, I read it. I haven't read it in a minute, but I remember the concept. So this is your recommendation. Why you say you want to do it this week?
Hey man, I'm just I had read it a while ago, and for some reason, it's been years. Everything just seemed fresh. So I'm listening to it.
Oh, you listening to it? Okay.
With my son. I just ordered the actual book again too, because I'm gonna have him read it. But one of the concepts it's a couple concepts that stuck out, and I'll give you the origin story of how I got here, because the last book we talked about was Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. And in that book, he kind of goes through the different generations and how to kind of influence them, why they do what they do. And we took a trip, I think, to my mother's house or something. And so I just played it with the family in the car. And he was talking about dopamines and how if you look at any type of addiction, crackhead, gambling, smoking, drinking, the dopamines, whatever produces that dopamine, they want more of. And he talks about how the millennials are addicted to kind of distraction, and he brings up like how likes and your phone buzz or whatever, you can't help but look at it. And when you're feeling down, you either post a social media message or you send a group text, and whenever anybody respond, that just shoots your dopamine up, make you feel good about yourself. And so to help my son break his addiction, and he was listening, and I'm like, see, son, that's why you be acting crazy. You be he carries some suitcases up the step. That Jessie don't usually do that. They had just got back from a trip to Nashville where shout out to him, man. We talking about growth. I come on here and I talk about Trey, my son, because I'm like Anthony Anderson and he's like Junior. If you watch the show Blackish, sometimes I look at him like, how is you my son, man? I don't understand it. And you got my name. We done poured a lot into you. But boys develop slower, and he's getting it now, man.
So he's Charlie C, the third?
Yeah, I actually gave him he just don't have a initial. I actually gave him a middle name.
So what's his middle name?
For Cameron. So Cam. Okay. Yeah.
So he's technically not the third though. He's the first. Charlie Cameron.
He's the third, Jessie. We define
yeah, you a C. You Charlie C, but go ahead.
We define this around here. I feel like we talked about this before. We define it. Look, what's your name, boy? Kunta. we don't play by your rules, but he's getting it. And so to break his addiction, I ordered some puzzles, like 300-piece puzzles, because he's done all the puzzles. We had him doing puzzles very early, just to, man, the guy talks about it. But part of our problem is, all right, we can't focus on one task at a time and finish it. And I think, that's what distinguishes me, because we talked about this before. I had that period where my mom wouldn't let us watch no TV unless it was PBS. Reading Rainbow, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Got that, all of that.
And you was reading. That's the years you was reading, getting the pizzas, free pizzas.
The book it and look at us now. Look, we ain't ashamed to read online. We ain't worried about stumbling. But while he was doing the puzzles, I was like, all right, I'll help you, son. And that's how we started listening to Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And one of the things that sticks out to me that we were going to talk about, and it branches into other topics, is he's big on buy assets and not liabilities. And his book was immediately controversial and didn't sell for a long time. Until some things came to fruition, because the wisdom he shares wasn't conventional at the time. Like the conventional wisdom, even to this day, if you talk to most people, is your home is your largest asset. And he's like, nah, that ain't the way to grow wealth. Your home is actually a liability because it's full of expenses. Assets bring in cash flow. As soon as you buy a large home, you got to get furniture, you got property taxes. All of that is money going out. You got to maintain it. All of that is money going out. It's not necessarily bringing it in unless you're one of them smart people that you bought, what you call it, a multifamily home. And you live in one unit and you got everybody else, then that's an asset. But he's like, man, that simple principle keeps a lot of people from being wealthy because they don't understand the difference between an asset and a liability. And I thought about it like, yeah, Jessie do buy a lot of liabilities, but because I'm a stock investor, I also buy assets as well. And kind of the message for the people here in growth is learn. Let's get rid of old ways that hurt. Learn what is an asset and a liability. Think about what's putting money in your pocket and what's growing, and that's an asset. And if it's just costing you, and then you got to pay to maintain it or whatever, that's a liability. Netflix, a liability. But as we were sitting listening, and he brought up something smart. He's like, well, how do you turn a liability into an asset? Like a car is a liability. But if you rent that sucker out on Toro, it becomes an asset for you. You know, so there's ways that you can convert liabilities into assets. And then he goes into taxes and how, you know, corporations were started. So it's really good.
You went on. I was about to say.
Wrap it up, baby. That was the sign.
Wrap it up. So I'm just gonna add because you don't went on the sermon. You was doing Bible study just now. I'm about to
cash app.
Cash app. Or to put the cash app joints on there. So all I'm gonna add is I think the book is a great primer, but I think it's you know, I don't necessarily agree 100% with everything that he's saying, but I don't agree 100% of what anybody's saying. But I do think, especially we as in Black people and as Americans, we overindulge in conspicuous consumption, right? So I do think we have to figure out how to maintain. So I created a group on Facebook. I'm not active at it, but I think you in it. It's called Soul on Fire. So it's really just about how do you get people on board with getting assets, but also, you know, talking to them and where they at. So I believe in you got to reach people where they at, not where you want them to be. So you can't tell people. I see you got the Gucci shades on. You can't tell people that's been sold conspicuous consumption all their life that you can't just not buy Gucci all of a sudden. Like you can't. It's not gonna be cold turkey. You're gonna fall off like that. So it's really just about the balance. And you can't take the stuff with you either. So you got to enjoy your money somehow, some way. So that means buying stuff that you want versus what you need. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily agree that you should be. So we got to get Jaye brothers on here because he's like super into like don't be buying anything basically. Like this is be living like yo, bro. To me, that's not living. You know what I'm saying? Like this is it for us to enjoy, however you want to enjoy it.
And be smart. I think I said this once. I'm gonna say it again, just for the people out there in the back, so y'all hear me clearly. Part of my insurance for my job, I get to get a pair of glasses every year. Every year, me, my wife, my son. So your boy ain't paid for these Gucci's.
But let me see what type of watch you got on, yo.
Look, that's an asset. Look, they sent me the certificate. It's done appreciated and everything. I ain't gonna tell you how much, but that's an asset. Look, and we talked about how can you turn liabilities into assets. So don't let the flash fool y'all. I'm cheap. I'm like your boy from the game. You remember the light-skinned dude? You watched that cheap?
Nah, I know what you're talking about, though. I never really watched it.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Now, I know my family tired of me walking through the house turning off lights for real. But
you do what you do indulge though, right? So you know what I'm saying? We do. So I think there has to be a balance, but I think you shouldn't be indulging before investing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's
He talks about
yeah.
how your assets should fund your
Yeah.
indulgence, like dividends and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's that. Yeah, Jason Pitts. Yes, sir. Definitely Pitts.
Yeah.
But
So
you're
I
right.
think
You indulge, but indulge at the right time.
the right
We'll
time.
indulge and be broke and know our rent going. I remember coming up, you had to have a 4th of July outfit, a Memorial Day outfit, Christmas
Easter.
outfit,
Easter was
outfit, and your rent ain't you and then you don't know what's happening with your rent. Like, we got to be smarter than that,
a lot
y'all.
smarter than that. And also, you know what I realized too, and this is much later on in life, is that you got to catch some sales too, bro. Because all them drinks go on sale right after Easter season. Yo, bro, you know what I'm saying?
You get your polo from TJ Maxx.
Nah. That's why I said I learned this later on in life.
Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory.
No,
Be
I learned
smart,
this.
y'all.
So, quick story, right? When I was in high school, I used to have like all the polo and all the latest Tommy Hill, right? And then my boy, I'm gonna just put your name out there, Bethea. Bethea used to come to school like, yo, I was just at the mall on Friday or Saturday, whatever. I'm wearing what I brought Friday and Saturday. On Monday, he'd have like a polo shirt on that I didn't see at the mall. And I'm like, yo, where you get that from? He's like, yo, I got this from Mason. I'm like, nah, no, you didn't. So he was like, yo, come to find out, this joke was buying bootleg and stuff from Marshalls, yo. And I was out here being a dummy, spending all my money on the new stuff. He just got he got whatever he got. He got just as much as me, but it's from Marshalls and bootleg. I said, yo, this joker got the cheat code. I ain't know that was
between bootleg and on
Marshalls.
sale.
Yeah.
If he had Polo Association, then you were well within your rights to cook.
He definitely had the fake polo though. He had the fake polo horse, the fake Tommy Hill, but it wasn't the Polo Association. But even that conversation is like, yo, why are we making a distinction between, the association and the polo drink? Because at the end of the day, it's all conspicuous consumption, right? We trying to oppress people that we don't even necessarily like. You know what I'm saying? We could go into that another time. Let's be halfway through the show.
All right, from the pip, you tell me where we go.
All right, let's go to your boy. This is because you the bishop. I'm the deacon too. So what's higher on the church, bishop or the deacon? The bishop higher. You the bishop. Going to Creflo Dollar, right? He a bishop or nah? What is he?
Creflo just a preacher. He's a baller. So if y'all didn't see, and I feel I got two sides to this. He apologizes for basically teaching false doctrine, saying that Christians needed to tithe. He's since studied. So on one end, I want to applaud him for his growth and for coming out and admitting it, because he's known as a prosperity doctrine preacher. He got the jets and one of the largest churches in Atlanta. He's had one for a while. I don't know if it's still the largest. It might be the largest still.
You ever went to his church though?
I did. Here's an interesting story. When I was dating Tiara, that was where she went. And so when we summered down here, the first
summer down there together?
Yeah.
In law school?
2L year. Yep.
Oh, y'all kept that on the low, but we'll talk about that another time. Yeah.
Listen,
y'all was creeping, y'all.
We didn't. Everybody knew that. Look, our classmates knew, but anyway,
I don't remember that. I was a classmate, and I was in your section. I don't remember that, but go ahead.
She went to Spelman for undergrad, and so that was her church. And so, when you date and you want to compromise and all of this and that, I never really kind of respected him because I knew the Bible, and I knew a lot of the stuff he was teaching was like, nah, that's your interpretation, bro. But that's not how the people who received the Bible at the time saw that. So, went in there, man. It was ATMs all over the place. They had a bookstore. It really was like going to Broadway. It was a production, like real talk. You had people dancing down the aisles. I mean, they had everything. It was nice. I ain't gonna lie. And then when he went to talking, I'm just like, rolling my eyes, like, nope, that ain't right. That ain't right. I'm thinking to myself, but I can't be rude. I'm surrounded by all these church folks. I'm there with, the who I'm hoping will be my wife and all of this and that. So to some extent, I give him credit for being honest, finally. But then on the other side, it's like, bro, but how many people did you mislead? Now you rich. You got your jets based off this false doctrine that you was teaching, and it took you this long to figure that out and come out. It ain't that hard to understand.
So let me ask you this: what exactly did he get wrong with tithing? Because I saw this and I knew you was gonna bring it up, so I was gonna let you rock on what exactly did he get wrong? So it's two questions. What exactly did he get wrong with tithing? And then the follow-up question is, outside of apologizing, what do you think he should do? Because he did get rich off these people, right? And he has to make what should he do to make amends, reparations, if for the lack of a better term?
Okay, the first question is, or the first answer to your question is, man, he was telling people, your faith ain't big enough, you ain't blessed because you're not tithing enough. And tithing was an Old Testament doctrine. There you go. Look, put that cash app up, right there. Y'all just send it to me and me only. Man, when you look at the Bible, the Jews and the Israelites, whatever you want to call them from the Old Testament, was commanded to tithe because they was, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it back.
Man, look, you Gladys, just let me run it. Look, you see this. So that was the Old Testament doctrine. In the New Testament, you gave as you felt, as the Lord prospered. A tithe meant a specific number. It was like 10%, like, right? And you're supposed to give the first of your fruits. Like when your harvest came, if you growing greens and tomatoes, you're supposed to give 10% at the beginning. What people fail to realize is also within them commandments that the Israelites had was you were supposed to leave a percentage for poor people. So they could just come through your fields and take whatever. That way, your society, nobody was ever hurting because everybody was able to give. And you was, and it's funny because a lot of our laws have kind of like a biblical, what's the word? Biblical foundation.
Yeah, we a Judeo-Christian society. So a lot of our laws come from the Judeo-Jewish Christian faith. Yeah. So but go ahead. Oh, so you saying that it's in the new, that's so tithing
it was an Old Testament doctrine that kind of went away. God did, or when Jesus came, he did away with a lot. That's why they killed him, because he was talking against, like, nah, this ain't gonna get you to heaven. Tithing not gonna get you to heaven.
He was a Negus.
He was a Negus. But another one was, every 7 years, if somebody owed you a debt, you were supposed to forget that. So your answer to your first question was, it's clear when you study the Bible, not just listen to what preachers tell you, but y'all finna make me put on my Gucci preaching robe. 2 Timothy 2:15 tell you to study to show yourself approved unto God, not man, but God. And then
so repeat that again, Timothy. What you just spit a bar.
2 Timothy 2:15 says, study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman, which means you got to do some work, your own work, rightly, meaning rightly dividing the word of truth, which means you understanding, and there's something called exegesis, which means you taking out of it what you supposed to take out of it, and then eisegesis, meaning you bringing in what you is, or I may have them mixed up, but basically don't bring exegesis. Come on, man. Pizza Hut, book it.
Yeah. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. But
exegesis and eisegesis. Yeah, y'all look it up. Y'all come in the comments. I may have them backwards, but one is you going in with your preconceived notions of what it should say, and then you pulling that out, and you see it that way. And then the other one is, no, you going in empty to learn, and you seeking to figure out when the letter was written or when that book was written, how would the people in that culture that received it would have understood?
That's the N. That's the I one. The other one, the first one was the EX.
Yeah,
I wasn't part of the booking program, but again, I run laps around. Yeah, I know prefixes.
Let me look at the comments. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. His name is Dog.
All right, so let's get.
And then your second question.
Let's get to the second.
What could he do for reparations? Man,
because
I'm struggling with that because I think his apology is to some extent reparations. At the end of the day, even though you done got rich, it's between you and God, you and your heavenly Father. So you don't owe us nothing. The people who you took advantage of, it's kind of on them. Because again, you're supposed to study for yourself. You're not just supposed to listen to a preacher. And yeah, I'm going on a tangent, but that's why when people say Christianity is the white man religion, in my mind, I automatically hear, yeah, you just ignorant. I tell my students, when somebody tell you that, tell them, show me the white man in the Bible. You don't get there till you get to like the Romans and the Greeks and all of that. Most of the Old Testament is our people, bro. They done called it the Middle East now, but you can't hide a blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus baby in Egypt if he white, period.
Yeah. So that's the yeah, it's not. But even if you don't believe that they weren't black,
They brown.
They brown, right?
Yeah.
So no matter how you chalk it up, they brown.
Look, there's a reason everybody in Houston is going to be offensive. But you look at our people in Houston, they're a little bit darker. That sun will cook you. Okay, I'm sorry, Houston. I love you.
So to put a pin on that. So because I don't think
where else we going?
I don't think we talked about the article, but I think what you said was probably more. But Creflo Dollar, you know what? I'm not really. I do believe, and I'm the Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G, right? I do believe he has a way of, I don't know how many people he helped or did not help or took advantage of, but I do think what he says can resonate with you in a positive way, depending on where you're at in your life.
Oh, I'm sure he blessed some people too. That's why I'm like, I don't know how to, I can't, I'm not his judge. Like you did, at least you came out and corrected yourself. That's growth. And what we say is grace and mercy, man, at the end of the day.
Love is you stuck that one. This Joker snuck a new band on me, yo.
That's been there, Jessie. Oh my goodness, that's been there.
Oh yeah, I see it. We rarely use that one though.
No, it comes on because Lord knows we be needing grace and mercy.
All right, so
where else you want to go?
All right, we gotta get to the Jessie of the week. We got 2 Jessies of the week. So my Jessie of the week is gonna be Chris Brown, or is Chris Brown. Chris Breezy. Let me put this article up. So Chris Breezy is mad that y'all are not supporting his album. I'm trying to get the screen share up so I get this article. So that's Chris Breezy is mad that y'all not sharing this album, and he wants y'all to keep that same energy, because when he doing something negative, he's saying y'all are posting about it, and look, July 8th, Breezy Ducks album, not that it matters. It seems like y'all only invest in the negative stories about me. Chris gets in trouble, the whole world is on it. Chris drops an album, crickets, and it's just like, yo, bro, you in this? How long Chris Brown been famous for, man?
Chris Brown been here a minute. I
see been around for a minute.
Some debate about him being able to battle Usher and people underestimating him, but he do got hits.
Yo, I think I was the person that said he gonna smash Usher, yo. Y'all was calling me crazy.
Yeah, no, not your boy. I mean, Usher, look, that's a good one.
It's a good one. I ain't gonna think he gonna smash. Let me rewind. I think I did say he gonna smash Usher. I don't think he gonna smash Usher, but he's going. Chris Brown got a lot of hits, bro. A lot of sneaky ones too. When you really sit back and think about it,
yeah,
you be like, yo, he was on that. He was on that. And if he bringing out features of people he featured with, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
your boy Usher not gonna be able to keep up. Like when he bring out one of them.
Oh, I don't know now. Hold on, that's blasphemy in the church.
You say what?
Usher ain't gonna be able to keep up. Come on.
Yeah, I said if he bring out features, yo, you gotta think.
I mean, again, come on now, brother.
Chris Brown got some big features, but anyway, the reason he's the Jessie of the week is like, yo, he knows better. You've been famous for over 20 years. you know that people love the negative stuff. And also, this is the first album, I believe, that people didn't support. Like, you didn't have something negative going on every time you came out. I don't think he has. He's been around every year. He ain't been getting in trouble every year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been dropping like every year. Like, this is the first album that people didn't rock with. Maybe I tried to listen to it. Maybe it's the music, bro.
I'm gonna give you my opinion, man. I was listening to it at work. And it, for me, I listened to the whole thing. It was like it wasn't really no skips. Like, bro, you still got it.
You still got it. See, I didn't listen to it. But I tried to listen to it. But Chris Brown is one of the artists. I think I said this or wrote this on Facebook a while ago. Chris Brown is one of them artists that I feel like he makes me feel lazy. Cause I was like, yo, and he makes me look at every other artist as being lazy. Cause I'm saying this dude be dropping double albums damn near every year. And if you listen to them joints from front to back, it be like 50 songs. All them joints be fire. It might take you a month to get through all them songs, but all them joints be fire. And I'm like, yo, he dropping this every year. Jokers don't even drop every year. They don't even drop EPs every year. He dropping double albums and all them joints be fire. And I'm like, yo, he making me feel like I'm lazy. I'm doing something wrong because I don't know how he's doing it.
Yeah.
You did listen to that Drake album, yeah.
Hey, there's a video out there where people listen to like 2 songs and they just like, yo, nah, man. They get up.
I tried. So
I tried.
Lambert, I tried to listen to it because we supposed to review that. I tried to listen to it for the show, and I'm from Jersey. I think I got to the second song. I was like, nah, I can't. I'm not listening to no club music right now, but I think it's gonna make a comeback because that's what Beyonce new song is clubbish too. So it's probably on his way back. But who your Jessie of the week? Yeah.
My Jessie of the week. I was at we had a cookout, and my nephew them was he was in I told him
oh, y'all like Lambert, yo. Lambert, you gotta connect with me, man. Pusha T album is tough. I don't know if it's album of the year, but I'm a huge Pusha T fan. He's one of the few rappers that I think I am
I'm gonna listen to it. Then that's our music.
So your Christianism might not be ready for it, bro. But you like the ratchet joint too.
Oh, look, I'm a Negus.
You Negus.
We kind of define ourselves. I know listening to ratchet music is not going to send me to hell. I check my input, so we good on that. My Jessie of the week is the Highland Park shooter, and so we had a cookout, and my one of my brother-in-laws is Caucasian, and he was talking to my nephew that just graduated from Morehouse about problems in society. We like to have deep conversations about everything. And you look at this headline. This is Fox News now.
Hold on, let me check you real quick. Yeah, why you call that joker a Caucasian instead of what's the other word you was calling him before?
A white guy?
Nah, you had a name for him because you call us Jessies.
I'm
just trying to keep you consistent. You call us Jessies. I call us Cliffords.
What was
our term? Calling them something.
I done forgot about it. I know what you're talking about. It was Becky's for the white women, and wow. I feel like even Kimberly maybe said Chads or something like that. But anyway,
yeah, but we gotta be consistent, bro. Don't be just getting that black folks. You gotta be. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I ain't getting at him on this one because he actually
Lambert got come on every week.
Edomites. Oh, that brother is learned right there. What you know about some Edomites? That's my boy. That was my roommate at Morgan State, by the way. Edomites, but he's actually a good one on this one because he put me on to something. But look at this headline. Highland Park, 4th of July, suspect's mother had trouble past, including abuse allegations. We've already discussed how when it's one of theirs, they try to make sure that it's not attributed to the whole group. But if you Arabic or African American, they'll just put it all on you or whatever. But the dude who shot it up, he was talking to me, and he brought up this term incels, and I had never heard of it. And
hold on, you gotta rewind, because you said the dude that shot it up told you.
No. My brother-in-law.
I'm about to say, yo, you knew the shooter.
the Chads.
The Chad.
Look, they gonna blame rap next because you know they made sure to say he was a rapper. But he brought up this term incels, and I'm like, I've never heard of that. And what it stands for is involuntary celibate. And he was talking about how you got these awkward white males. Oh, Lamberby, own it. You got these awkward white males who basically, I'm gonna summarize it as they ain't got no game. And because they have no game, they can't get women, and then they mad, they just mad at life, and they all come together online or whatever. And they just talk bad about women, hate women, and eventually hate life because they not getting none. I know that could be frustrating as a married man. I got a term. I was trying to talk to him about it.
Hold up. Don't get fired, yo.
No, I ain't gonna get fired. This is just being real. This is
You
growth.
say you frustrated as a married man? Don't be
when
fired,
I ain't got none in a while, I could be grumpy and all of this stuff. And I tell
you grumpy now, yo?
No, I'm good.
You good?
Why you all up in my business? Don't
I gotta make sure I ask you that because sometimes you be grumpy. I was like, yo, what's wrong with this joker? Yo, he coming at me crazy. He coming at me hard. Pause.
Big pause. But anyway, man, I learned about this incel, and so man, these people who have this low self-esteem, they are who are targeted by these white supremacist groups because they feel like one, they're white and life should be good for them. And the fact that they can't get none, they instead of blaming themselves and their socially awkward skills, they blame women, they blame everybody else. They can't get jobs. And you know, in the conversation, I actually developed some empathy, like, because you know, for the most part, as an African American male, I think if you white, man, I ain't got no empathy for you. You can always go get a job. You could run the world if you got the drive and the hustle. But some of these people haven't been taught the necessary skills. And it goes to this Highland Park shooter who, you know, his mom just wasn't there for him. There's an article where him and his brother, the coach, was like, man, they was always the last ones to get picked up. Sometimes I'd have to wait for them. All the other parents would come. His parents would come. Like it was like, they just wasn't loved. And it's like, man, well, this could be like a mental health crisis. We should get all of the awkward white supremacist women with all of the awkward white supremacist males, and maybe they'll stop shooting up the place. Because you know, when you get some, you can say you hate women now because you can't get one, but soon as a woman show you some attention, oh, you gone. You gonna put the AR-15 down and pick up some roses or something. Like, maybe we need to look at this, and we just overlooking that segment of society, and that's what allowed Trump to play on that. And that's
so I was just about to go with, because we didn't talk about this before. We saving it for the show, but that's why Trump speaks to a lot of them. Joe Rogan speaks to a lot of them. Actually, Joe Rogan be getting at them sometimes, but I just want to say, like, if there's this thing, because we just assume white supremacy, just like we just assume like that people can access it the same. So that's a great discussion about classism, right? We never talk about classism in our society. Just like the same thing with male, they got what they call it, patriarchy and all that type of stuff, that all males have equal access to the power that comes with being a man. So all people have equal access to power as it relates to being their whiteness. So for example, like a white dude in New York City is going to have different access to power and social mobility than to say a white person that's growing up in poverty in, like, to say like West Virginia coal mines. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, but the empathy part. So I just think so you know, I'm the Negro Pen. I'm the professor sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like to have simple conversations about complex topics, but class is always there, always present. So it's something we keep in mind. But I am 80% like you though. Like, if you're a white dude, I don't want to hear nothing. Yo.
I know. I mean, but after reading the article and I put it in the chat, I was like, man, that must be a miserable existence. And you know, if you try and you get hurt, one thing we know is hurt across the board. Hurt people hurt people. And you know, that's what we're seeing right now. These people is hurt, and maybe we need to try another way, because we really ain't tried nothing. They just allowed to run loose and purchase guns and do whatever they want. But maybe we need to love on them, man.
So the beautiful Kimberly Williams said empathy for the shooters out here. I don't have empathy for the shooters. So let me be clear. I don't think the Bishop Hustle Hotep has.
I'm talking about before they become the shooters.
You're talking about as a class of people.
Yeah, before they growing up to be shooters. That's what the article talks about. That's what it leads to. They get online in these communities, and because they hurt, they talk about being hurt and wanting to hurt people, and it just
all about starts. So you know what? I think we can go out on this, because we didn't plan this, but one of the thing against segments I got, maybe they can't be saved, right? But I was talking about, so we talk about incels. I was talking about gang members that just happen to rap, that's snitching on themselves. So I'm going down this rabbit hole with Corey and the group chat I have from what's the name from the Art Institute of Philadelphia. So one of the group members is he trying to get me to be more passionate about drill music and what's happening there. And I'm like, yo, bruh, it's gonna sound crazy and harsh and Negro-pean of me, but sometimes, well, I ain't gonna say sometimes everybody can't be saved, bruh. And the reason I'm bringing up the drill music is like, yo, so I don't know if you're familiar with what's going on in the drill scene, right? So what they doing is killing people and rapping about, making songs and videos about it, right? So a couple of them songs go though. I ain't gonna even lie, but like, yo, just think if you are the person that killed somebody, right? One, you killed the person, so you're already like putting yourself out there. Then you go and make a song about it, right? So you're like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna make some bars about this. You make a song about it. You release the song and then do the video. Maybe, just maybe, you get whatever comes to you for that.
You reap what you sow.
Huh? You reap what you like. Yeah, you can't rap. You can't kill somebody, rap about it, release it, then do a video about it, and then be like, yo, like, we gotta come save you now. Nah, maybe you can't be saved, bro.
Yeah,
and maybe that's the incels too. I didn't think about it, but wrap it up just like, yo, maybe like it's a certain group of the population that maybe they can't be saved, bro. Maybe this is what living in an advanced society comes to. Like, we got to deal with that population. However, we got to deal with them. Obviously, people are dying. That's unfortunate. But maybe there's no solution, bro. What if a dude can't get a woman? How do we even solve that problem, yo?
Hey, it's a woman out there that feel like she can't get no dude. Y'all get together. And to be clear, for clarity, I'm not saying that the Highland Park shooter like deserves any empathy or shouldn't go to jail or nothing like that. I'm saying before they get there, man, we as a society, and not us, it ain't our for the African American community, this ain't for us to solve. This ain't our issue, because it's rooted in white supremacy as well. They feel like they should be able to win in life because they are white, and the article talks about that too. And that's why the white supremacists can come in and recruit them, because it's like, hey, you ain't winning.
The beautiful Kimberly G. Williams brought up a great point. They don't want each other.
Well, I'm gonna leave it there. We got 2 minutes.
Yeah, we went through everything. We got through everything, bro. Congratulations. We had a lot on this. I didn't think we was gonna get through all the topics. We got through everything.
Yeah, we did.
So who we
take us out in prayer? This your turn.
So before we take us out in prayer, please support. You see the Cash Apps. We trying to step it up. We ain't trying. We stepped it up. We got the website up. Please visit the website. Please follow us on all social media. The website is pimpynegus.com. You can visit my personal website, thebethea.com. You can visit Charlie Bingham's website, which is charliebinghamjr.com. That's where you can find his books. And Lambert puts a free R. Kelly. You're a week late, bro. You should have been here last week. Your good roommate was going hard for R. Kelly last week. I was like, yo, please don't get fired. Please don't get fired. But let me take us out. It's
gonna be a quick prayer, Jesse.
Yeah. Let me take us out on a quick prayer. Thank you. Everybody bow your head, including Lambert, who wants to free R. Kelly. Lord, please, thank you for letting us allow us this time to do the show. Thanks for everybody that tuned in live and that will tune into to watch it again. Thanks for the blessings and the overabundance of money that allows Charlie to buy his Gucci glasses. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Man. We're gonna end it right there, yeah.
The Gucci glasses, you hilarious, bro.